Hi, I'm Jeff, and welcome to my basement finishing project. So in this episode, I'm going to be talking about and showing you how I did insulation. So the insulation in this basement space is really a multi-part system. So if you've seen previous episodes, you've seen some parts of those, but I started with a rigid foam insulation that was glued directly to the poured concrete walls using construction adhesive. That was done all the way around the entire envelope of the basement, and those were all taped so that the seams were sealed. So it's a vapor barrier as well as a little bit of insulation. It's only R6, so it doesn't add a ton of value by itself. But as you see, I continued. The next step was stick frame 2x4 walls, all went up 16-inch on centers. Those had a gap between them and the foam insulation. It ranges depending on where you are on the wall, because the concrete's not as straight as my frame. But it's maybe an inch to an inch and a half in some spots, air gap. That air actually acts as an insulator, believe it or not. And then in front of that, I put this R13 fiberglass insulation. So those go in bats, they're cut, and they just get hammer tack stapled to the studs. So it's a multi-part system. I think it's going to make the whole thing nice and snug. Back behind you, the camera there, where I'm doing the wine cellar, that's getting a different insulation system because it is also getting a vapor barrier, because it's going to be a different temperature and humidity inside there. This, I'm just dealing with between inside outside. This is my poured slab. Most of it is below grade, except for maybe the very, very top. So that may be more than you want to know, but I think it's a good introduction, and then we'll be able to sort of rip through watching me do the process from here. So thanks for watching. I really appreciate it. Okay, so now the fiberglass insulation is done on almost the entire circumference of the basement. So this is wine cellar to the left here. You can see rock wool there. We'll talk about that later in other episodes. But here, exterior walls, fiberglass insulation, air gap, and then rigid foam. So here we are in the gym. Just sort of take a quick run around here, walk through the basement. As we're coming to the bottom of the stairs, this is all insulated now. That's where the wall of barn doors is going to be, and then behind there, all insulated. We're now stepping into sort of the bar area space. This is going to be entertainment space over here. You can see insulated all the way around, all the way up to this wall over here, which is heading out to the back door. This is where the lumber wall is. So this is going to have to come down. I'm going to have to take all of this lumber, move it out of this space, get all those racks down so I can then insulate here, and then I'm going to be ready for drywall. So very exciting, and watch for more to come. Thanks for watching.